So many good lessons learned out of my conversation with Grant Cardone, all the way from, how you can invest as a little guy in real estate to what his typical days like and how productive he can be. And we talked about what it means to be rich. And surprisingly, it wasn't just about money as well. So let's get right into the conversation and some of the highlights with my conversation with Grant Cardone.
What kind of properties do you buy? Is it typically Class A? Are they value add? What are you normally buying?
We'll buy almost anything, like anything that's apartments, anything that basically we think will hit a 15% internal rate of return. 5 to 6% cash flow. I'm happy with. I don't need 10 or 12% cash flow. I want well-located properties. I actually rather buy lower cap rate right now, a little lower cap rate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm avoiding the value add stuff.
Okay.
I don't think the value add story's worth a half a point. Because the guys that are doing that aren't calculating time down, the risk, the management, So we're looking for well-located properties, pretty much institutional quality, stuff that we can sell to an institution later on. I want to be on a deal where there is competition. Like, the more competition, the better. And the reason that is because those guys are all buyers literally the next day for the same property.
Yeah, it's interesting how our buy box, our requirements really haven't changed a lot over the years. It's still, we're looking for 15% IRR, cash on cash return, 6% or so. And so the question is, how do you find that? I think back 2.5, 3 years ago, there was a compression of cap rates between classes. The difference between Class A and B and C were very tight. I think that's what Grant was talking about here. That's expanded a little bit here as well. And so for us, we're finding it necessary to look at value add deals because it allows us to achieve those returns.
The only way a little guy can really buy real estate is through a REIT. And the REIT is not the best asset for the little guy. The better asset is a real property that they can have depreciation on, as you know, and avoid the income tax on the income.
That's right.
And so that's the other reason I did this. I got a little bit of a thing that I want to prove to Wall Street, that there could be another model and another vehicle.
And this is really why I like syndications, right? It's exactly the Grant that's making. If the little guy wants to buy real estate, they either have to do it themselves, they have to go out and buy a rental property, who wants to do that, or they can buy it through a REIT. But the REIT is really a Wall Street product that behaves a lot like a stock that is invested somehow in real estate in some derivative way. But as he said, you don't really get the benefits of real estate. You don't get the cash flow, and hopefully you get the appreciation. You don't get the tax write-off either. So this is why syndications really allows the normal investor to buy into commercial real estate that they couldn't do without someone actually being the syndication operator.
And so here it was this morning. I got up at 6:30 and had a cup of coffee. I go down to the gym for an hour, and then I had something scheduled at 8:45 this morning. A meeting for 8:45. That was 45 minutes long. I work between 8:45 and 10, had this meeting with you. I worked on some other projects that I have going on with my office, communicating to them what I want to accomplish today. And then the rest of the day, dude, I'm just fighting wars and battles just like everybody else, right? So I do lunch. I'll do lunch at lunch and go back to work again. I try to find some time today for self-improvement. I'll just have those little times dedicated for reading, studying, learning. And then I'll do dinner at 6. I'll take it till about 10 o'clock tonight and then shut it down.
Are you able to shut it down at 6?
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. How do you do that?
Well, number one, I invest in good real estate that I don't have to worry about.
All right, so it's very important. Several things I take out is you notice there's a lot of structure. And I have found that if you have discipline and structure, you are more productive. I see it myself, but I also see it in other people as well. I also noticed that he's getting up early in the day, and he's also going to bed early. And 10 to 6:30 gives him about 8.5 hours of sleep. So pay attention to your sleep as well, and figure out how you can create structure out of your day, and that makes you actually more productive.
What do you think you want to do?
Well, I want to live forever, dude.
Yeah. All right.
And the way to live forever is to build hospitals.
That's right.
And schools.
Yeah.
And have investment vehicles for people that can't be destroyed, no matter what the economy does. I could literally live forever. Like if I could pay people for the next 100 years, I'd outlive my body by 100 years. So those are the kind of platforms that I'm interested in. My books, those are awesome. I'll probably write a couple more books. My events don't last. You come to my event, they're over. My books can last forever.
That's right.
So hopefully I'll write a couple of books that last, that are still being read in the year 2100, if people are still reading or they're downloading or whatever. So that's one way, that's what I want to do. But the real estate that I'm buying will be around. Like literally somebody's going to build something on top of it 100 years from now.
Well, I don't know about living forever, but I get his point that everyone wants to leave a legacy of some sort. And I think that's really what Grant's talking about here. He wants to make an impact that goes beyond him, that is bigger than he is, and that outlasts even if he's no longer on this earth. So I think it's a worthwhile effort. I think a lot of us, we're trying to build a real estate empire so that we can build generational wealth for our families and do some good in the world as well. So I love that. Really develop what is that passion for you if you can achieve financial freedom and then make it happen.
Dude, agitation is good. Agitation, like I am an agitator. I agitate a lot of people. I know I'm good at agitating. And my goal in front of an audience is to agitate a bit. I'm not like consciously trying to do it, but I know I do this because I do it to myself. And it reminds me of a pearl. I was in Bora Bora, and they make these black pearls, and they told me how they're made. And the oyster basically gets a piece of sand and it spends years agitated, working this out. And the next thing you know, you got this black pearl, right? Diamonds are pieces of coal. They're pressured over long periods of time. So when Lewis said that to me, it hit something. I had already been kind of like, literally within 18 months, we put together almost $1 billion worth of real estate.
Yeah, agitation is an odd word, okay? But I see what he's doing. You want to agitate yourself, meaning that you're really not content with anything. You're not looking for comfort, and you don't want to coast. You have a sense of agitation around you. You want to make stuff happen. So I think that's pretty cool. Agitating others. What I hear is, inspiring others to become better and not to rest on their laurels. So an odd word, but I get where he's going with that.
What does it mean to be rich? And your response was with money or life or spirituality? And I thought that was very insightful. Like, what does it mean for you to be like rich? What does that mean to you?
For me, it means it would be money, right? It would, but I'm interested in being wealthy more than rich. So the money, there's the money conversation,
right?
Then there's the time conversation. Then there's, does anybody love me? Because look, I know people that have tons of money. Billions of dollars. Saw the guy's account, 1.3 billion in cash, another 3 billion in investments. He's got all the time in the world, and nobody loves him. Like that can't be the game.
What's the point? Yeah.
And no place to go. Like nothing to do. There's no interest in life, right? So for me, it's okay. I want money. I definitely want money. I want all kinds of money too, not just one kind of money. Number two, I need people that love me. 3, I need a purpose. Because if you have health, money, and no purpose, then that's no good either. I do want to do things that I have fun at. So to me, rich would be, hey, I want it all.
Yeah, so rich is really having it all. I think this is a good point. Just focusing on money is not really being rich. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's wealth that you're maybe better to find. Really, when you want to be wealthy, and you want to be wealthy in all of your lives. So yes, focus on money, but don't just focus on money. Like you said, if you got no one to share it with, what's the point? Right? So focus on relationships. Focus on your health. If you don't have health, you can't enjoy the money either. And then purpose. We all want to live a fulfilled life without regret. So really focus on every part of your life and making it the best that you can.
And I do. I like money, and I like the deal, and I like closing, and I But I watched football yesterday. I love watching a great play.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. What else? What else you want to say to the audience? What's on your heart?
Get your money right, man. Get your money right. You know, people are working so hard. You know, I don't see people not working hard. I see a lot of people working hard, and then they don't do anything with their money. So if you think you're going to give your money to Wall Street and it's going to double and triple, it ain't going to happen. So quit saving money. I would tell the public, quit saving money. Quit saving money. You're saving money. Use money. You got to learn how to use money. You know, the new mantra, my parents' mantra was to save money. The new mantra will become get rid of money before it's worthless. Get rid of it. Like every time I get money, I'm like, how can I get rid of this money?
Yeah, so get your money right is so true, right? You can't save your way to retirement. The FIRE method is stupid. Learn all about money. And yes, you have to save money, but then invest it. Don't just put it in the stock market and expect your financial advisor to make sure to make you money. Right? It's not going to double in 5 years. So learn all you can about money, and then invest prudently. And the best vehicle there is real estate. Figure out how to start investing in real estate because you get the cash flow, you get the appreciation, and you get the tax benefits, allowing you to build wealth much faster.